Welcome back, everyone, into yet another special edition of the Friday Night Football Showdown. This time, it's on a Thursday. Tickets really hard to come by. The Hattiesburg Super Regional ticket is definitely one of the hottest in town, and rightfully so. It's one of the biggest baseball matchups this year. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed your Wednesday, and most importantly, happy Star Wars Day to you all. May the 4th be with you always. But I think even if they do lose that game, you saw enough flashes down the stretch and in that fourth quarter to know that they can continue that. Yeah, guys, Mike Leach was a truly beautiful mind, and not just on the football field. Whether you've known him a lifetime or even just for a few minutes, it didn't really take long to see what made him so special to so many people. We are 3 days and just a few hours away from the Seawolves home opener, and hockey with a Mississippi team will finally be back on the Gulf Coast. We're into week 9 and almost wrapped up with the season, believe it or not. Starting to feel a lot more like fall outside, especially new Taylor Swift album out too. Plenty of action to get to tonight. Some teams inching closer to those region championships. We do want to celebrate Thanksgiving with you. So lane train, gravy train, might rain, don't matter. Happy Thanksgiving, and back to you guys.
How's your bracket?
Not great. It's better than last year, but still not great. Thursday nights are no longer just for the NFL or college. It is here in high school football tonight. I'm here in Hancock, and these guys are definitely excited to get Thursday night kicked off, right? Welcome to Stark Vegas State Volleyball Championships tipping off today. First game wrapping up. That was the 4A state championship between Pass Christian and Caledonia. It's just after 6 o'clock. The sun is down and the lights are on, so that can only mean one thing, that it is playoff football time here in South Mississippi. A Christmas and a holiday tradition, 39 years in the running here at Gulfport with the Gulfport Holiday Classic. Who else to bring us those highlights than the man who floats like a butterfly and stings like a Back Bay bee, Mr. Bill Snyder. Celebration is not going to stop anytime soon for Picayune. History made for Picayune. Really, first undefeated season for the Tide, and first time going back-to-back in state championships as well. But that Saints defense really hitting its stride with that shutout against a really good Raiders offense. On the Saints offensive side is Andy Dalton. Dennis Allen said that this is really his team now, so Red Rockets got the reins. Yeah. Like much of South Mississippi, it was a pretty soggy day here in Hattiesburg, but Southern Miss did manage to get some batting practice in and just some regular practice in before the bottom fell out. A beautiful night for football of all kinds, both Pearl River and Mississippi Gulf Coast, both at home tonight. My first stop is here in Poplarville, where the Wildcats are chasing a little bit of history. Peppa Pig was the special guest on the concourse to kick off the holiday weekend. Of course, I got my picture made. Who do you think I am? I wouldn't miss out on an opportunity like that. Quarterback Caden Irving drops back in the opening drive, finds Trey Irving underneath. He's going to do the rest on his own. Irving to Irving connection. Irving squared equals 6 points. Gaucher takes the 7-0 lead. Drive. Tornado try a handoff for no gain there. Poplarville can play defense too. That's a swarm of Hornets, and that's a place you never really want to find yourself on the football field or in real life. But first, we do want to show you our play of the night, and that takes us over to Pascagoula. And hey, just shout out to the entire Resurrection receiving corps. First off, just this great tip drill from DJ Pickens. He's had a great season so far this year, wrapping up his season really well. And then just a few plays later, the toe tap from Ryan Roth in the back of the end zone. That's a college touchdown.
He was known as the Pirate of college football. Tonight, those across the state and country are coming together to mourn the loss of Mississippi State head coach Mike Leach. Blake Brannon joins us now with more on the coach's sudden passing and the legacy he's leaving behind.
Yeah, guys, Mike Leach was a truly beautiful mind, and not just on the football field. Whether you've known him a lifetime or even just for a few minutes, it didn't really take long to see what made him so special to so many people. Monday, December 12th, surrounded by his family, Mississippi State head football coach Mike Leach passed away at the age of 61. In those 61 years, he made an impact on nearly everyone he met, both on and off the football field. Nicknamed the Pirate, he set sail from Texas Tech to Washington State before finally landing in Starkville at Mississippi State, taking his patented air raid offense with him everywhere he went. But more than the numbers his offenses put up on the field are the memories he left behind, and that's what current and former members of the Bulldog football team from the coast are holding on to.
remembering the good times. We talk about Leach, tell stories and remembrance, make us feel a little better. But we're all trying to stay together, stay close by the memories we have with him.
He'll be greatly missed across, especially college football, but mostly his family. And my words, you hope when you lose friends that they're right with God, that one day you'll see them again.
Former D'Iberville Warrior and MSU wide receiver Jaden Wally said to us in part, "Coach Leach just made us better men on and off the field. We are hurt behind his passing, but if you know Coach Leach, you'd know that he'd want us to keep going forward and not look back." And former Poplarville Hornet Khalid Moore added, "Coach Leach had a big impact on my life. He was an amazing person and an amazing coach. Just honestly blessed to meet him and spend the time with him that I did. Praying for his family, and may he rest in peace." Leach's biggest rival on the field, but a close friend off the field, Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin shared his thoughts and condolences.
There's not too many people that, when you meet him, no matter who you are, when you met Mike Leach, you remember meeting him. Because he left impact on people. So, like I said, it's crazy to think just a couple of weeks ago, hugging him and watching him walk off as a winner, and would have never thought it was his last game.
One thing everyone who ever met Leach can agree on, he was one of a kind and unapologetically himself.
He was a guy that is who he is, said what was on his mind. You see a lot of guys in college coaching trying to make football rocket science. And he was a simple guy and, loved the game of football, and that's what I respected the most about him. He didn't try to sit there and pat himself on the back, and I'm Mike Leach and this air raid. He just is who he is, and I really respected that about him.
There's people that just bigger than football. There's people that don't even watch football that are just Mike Leach fans, because he was as genuine as they come, and he was born an original, and he was always genuine. He never changed for anybody. And, he was just one of a kind.
Never one to shy away from any questions, like his thoughts on marriages, the existence of Bigfoot, a hatred of candy corn, and which Pac-12 mascots would win in a fight. Mike Leach was one of one.
Oh, geez, I got a really good joke that I'm not going to tell here.
Some would call him eccentric and others unconventional, but Leach was a pioneer and the pirate of the sport he loved so dearly. And like all great pirates, he can continue to chase the horizon, swing his sword, and set sail one final time. The team announced today they will play in the bowl game against Illinois and Tampa because they say it's what Coach Leach would have wanted. That game will be at Raymond James Stadium, which is fittingly the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.